YouTube, I'm back finally. I had been so busy with the holidays and end of the year stuff for my business and getting things ready for this year with the business, and so lots of stuff going on, and I'm glad I'm finally back to doing a video. It feels kind of weird to be doing a video after so long. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into my stats. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on October 10th, 2016 at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center here in Los Angeles with Dr. Scott Cunneen. My highest weight was at the end of May at 305.2. Day of surgery, I was 254.8. Last week I was at 227.4, and this week, drum roll, I am at 223.8. Yes! I am officially at my lowest weight since February of 2005. In February 2005, I was going over an old blog, and February of 2005, I was at 225, and that at that time was my lowest. So the fact that I'm even lower than that, I am so pleased and excited. So that means for this week, I lost 3.6 pounds, which is probably the biggest loss that I've had since surgery, because I had been just going down maybe a pound or two every week, and so this was, you know, huge for me. Since surgery, I've lost 31 pounds, and I've lost 81.4 pounds overall. So I'm really pleased with this loss because, you know, I definitely had the holiday struggle. I was going up and down and up and down and up and down, frustrated as all get out, and you know, I was just getting really frustrated. But you know, it was the holidays. I was trying to give myself a little bit of slack, but I think I gave myself too much slack. I didn't eat a lot, to tell you the truth. I mean, when I was having my meals, I really didn't eat a lot, but the meals were not that great. They were very heavy with maybe sauces, not only sauces, but sodium. So I know that a lot of the weight that I gained was water weight, because as soon, like the next day after I would eat poorly, and I had experienced a gain, I would drink a lot of water and eat correctly, and the weight would come back off. So not all of it, but so that I was doing a lot of going up and down over the holidays. But I'm really grateful that I'm back to the grind, and on the losing side, finally getting that scale to move. So things that I struggled with over the holidays definitely was the grazing. You know, grazing is such a dangerous thing, because you know, you take a little bit at a time, and then in a little while you take a little bit, and it's not like having a meal where you're gonna fill up, because you're just taking in a little bit at a time, and it doesn't, you know, you don't feel that restriction when you just take a little bit. And as a result, you know, you're taking in too much on the whole, and that was a really big struggle for me. In addition to that, you know, the stuff that I was consuming was everything and anything, but lots of things that were salty, because I'm a big salty food person. And I did also notice, I don't know if I mentioned it in a previous video, but I had previously been very hesitant to have anything with high sugar because I didn't want to have dumping. Well, guess what I learned? The high sugar really didn't cause me to dump, which was not really what I wanted to happen. I wanted to not have to know that I could take in sugar. But there it is. So that is now going to be a struggle for me, because now I can have that chocolate. Now I can have that piece of cake. Now I can have, not the whole piece of cake, but I can have some of it. Some stuff that I was trying to avoid. So now the struggle is going to be mental, where I'm going to have to really consciously avoid those things, because now there's no restriction to it. The restrictions that I feel where I really had the dumping syndromes was when I overate, when I ate too fast, and as a result of eating too fast, you ate too much. I had done that in the past, and I would feel uncomfortable for a little while, but there was one time, especially Christmas Day, we had this huge spread over at my brother-in-law's house, and I ate too fast and I ate too much. And it got to a point that not only was I uncomfortable, I actually, sorry for the TMI, I actually threw up. So that was a big lesson learned. And since then, I've been really, really careful about not filling myself. I've been eating to the point where I'm no longer hungry, not where I'm full or satisfied. I'm just eating so that I'm not hungry. And that has worked out really well. I haven't felt that uncomfortable feeling. I haven't, had any of that dumping. So I think that's working for me. Other things that have been going on. I had my 3-month surgiversary. Yep, just recently. And I had gone to the doctor's, my surgeon's office, and they're very, very pleased with my progress. So am I. And I finally talked to him and I said, listen, I don't really have a sense of what goals that I have. I mean, what is your goal for me as far as weight loss is concerned? Is there a goal weight that I should be aiming for? But he really didn't say that much about it. He just said, well, we think more about percentages, and usually with this surgery, you're expected to lose probably about 60 to 70% of your excess weight, and he was talking about math, and that kind of stuff just goes over my head. I just want a number. So he was saying that I would probably, get to a point where the weight might not come off quite as easily. And he said that was about 190. So that was kind of like the goal weight post-surgery. And I'm like, 190? That's just too much still. And I'm like, that's not going to, I was like, that's not going to work for me, doc. I need to go down below 190. I'm only 5'3", So, I mean, that just means that I have to really bear down and be conscious of what I'm doing, and get that exercise in, get all my water in, all the stuff. I really, need to concentrate and reach a goal that's past 190. I really want to get my BMI down to a normal number, and that seems to be about 140, 145. So that is like a lot less than what the doctor seems to think my stopping point is going to be. So I'd like to prove my doctor wrong. I'd like him to be very, very surprised that he was wrong about that 190 weight. So that's a goal. That's a goal that I need to reach this year. So let's see what else. I think that's about it. Oh, some really good things that happen. You know, there's a lot of NSVs, people really noticing the weight loss. I had dinner with my cousins, the ones that I grew up with, and the last time I saw them, I was still kind of I was still heavy. I was still probably in the upper I was in the 290s, I think, something like that. And my one cousin who's from Texas just said to me, I can't believe the change. You know, you look like the old Jackie that I knew. And she was just amazed, and I am very happy. I was really happy with that. Oh, I also had an appointment with my nutritionist, and they did a body scan on me. I don't know if anybody's ever done that body scan, but I went down probably, I was like at over 50% body fat, and I have gone down to probably 41% body fat, which is huge for me, and she was just amazed. So she was really happy about my progress as well. So, I mean, things are really progressing well. I've had my struggles. The holidays, again, were definitely a struggle, and I think they were a struggle they've always been a struggle for me anyway. But I am thankful that normally where I would gain tons of weight over the holidays, I think this year maybe my weight was maybe up maybe 2 or 3 pounds, and a lot of that was water weight. So because of the sodium intake. So it's, you know, I couldn't be more pleased with the decision that I made to have the surgery. I don't regret it one bit. Yes, there are times that I really wish that, because when something I'm eating is so good, I really wish that I could eat more of it because it's just so good. But I'm glad that I can't, because I know that the progress that I made before the surgery, because I had lost 50 pounds on my own before the surgery, I know that over the holidays and you know, all this time, I would have been slowly creeping back up and not keeping that weight off. So I would have slowly been creeping back up, and sometimes not even slowly, sometimes in leaps and bounds, I would be gaining the weight back. And I know I would have, in the past, gained even more weight than I lost and be worse off. So yes, I'm so happy and so thankful that I made this decision and that I went through with it. For those of you who are struggling with the decision, or trying to make the decision, or wondering if you had made the right choice, I can tell you it's absolutely, for me, it's absolutely been a game changer in my life. I am so happy. I am a lot more confident than I have been. My hips are feeling a lot better. I'm moving a little bit better, going to the gym finally. You know, the confidence that I'm feeling now is tremendous. In the past year, because I normally do all the marketing for my business, I hadn't been doing a lot of it because I was just very insecure and had no confidence at all in going out there and putting myself out there, because I was so heavy. I was having a hard time walking, and I was like, how can people trust that, I can take care of a loved one, that I'm in the business of taking care of people, and I couldn't even take care of myself. I mean, I was limping, it was just not a good year for me. And now I'm making plans to go out there and do marketing again. I'm very excited about it. I've got a lot more enthusiasm towards things, and so one of the things that I had mentioned before surgery, I did a video about things that I was looking forward to, was meeting people on Instagram who have the same passion for photography that I do, and to go out and meet them and do photo walks with them. So I'm starting to be more open to it, and getting and starting to make plans to meet people that I've only known through Instagram. So it's just different. I know this as the weeks go by, it's just going to be a very, very different life for me, and I'm just so excited. And I am, I couldn't be more pleased with the direction that my health is taking. So for those of you who have already had the surgery and have been several months out from surgery, I know that you know what I'm talking about. For those who are still contemplating or just like starting to get the ideas of surgery, all I can tell you from my own experience, it's absolutely the best thing I've ever done for myself in my life. For those of you who are about to have surgery, just be really positive about be very positive about going into your surgery, because that's going to make a big difference in your recovery, and having to go through the liquid diets and the liquid portion, the full liquids, the mashed foods and everything it's all going to be worth it. It's definitely something that you won't regret. I mean, I haven't regretted one bit of it. So that's all I've got right now, guys. I want to thank you, because even though I haven't been on YouTube that much, I've been on Instagram more, and so I'm so thankful for the constant inspiration and motivation that I get on Instagram. And just one tip, when you're going through this process, I would definitely still watch the videos, look at people's YouTubes and see their progress, because at the time that I was struggling with the up and down and the holiday stuff going on, it was those accounts, those Instagram accounts, and even though I wasn't on YouTube a lot, I did watch a few videos. Those videos and those pictures and those updates really were an inspiration. So I have to thank you all for inspiring me and motivating me back into the grind. And I want to thank you again. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, a wonderful new year. Let's make this year incredible for ourselves, and stay awesome this week, guys. Bye.